Hey everybody, it's Matt from the University Career Center here at Spectrum. So if you don't know, right now is Spectrum Week at UNC Charlotte, where it's all over our social media. You can learn about their jobs, events on Hire a Niner. We also have an event happening this Thursday at the Career Center, and it's completely booked. But keep a check on Hire a Niner if you want to check it out. So guess what? I have a few people here who are going to talk a little bit more about Spectrum. We're going to be going around Spectrum's campus here in Charlotte. It's freaking huge. I had no idea how large it was. So if you haven't been before, maybe keep a check out for career treks, things like that, to get a look at it. Sound good? So I'm going to introduce you to the first lady that I actually knew from the get-go of all this, is Miss Megan.
Hi guys. My name is Megan Ludwig and I am in campus recruiting. So I have been with Spectrum. It'll be 2 years in April. I know.
2 year.
Right. Little plug. I graduated in 2017. So I'm actually an App State alum. I know.
But it's like a little bit north, so you're basically like
still
a
in the North Carolina area. But yes, so kind of what my role is I'm the recruiting events lead. So what I do is I kind of plan, so the career fairs that you guys go to, I'm in charge of the logistics for all of those.
Which is a lot of work.
Right.
And you're always super popular at our career fair.
Yes. Some of you probably have seen me, so hi, it's good to see you again. And also I plan and, kind of manage with Ashley, who you'll meet here in a second, and Ashley. So we plan and manage the internship program over the summer, and it's a blast.
Awesome. How many interns do you guys take normally in summer?
Wow. So it grows every year. So our first year, we had less than 100. The second year, it was 133. Last year, it was 175, 78. And this year, we're targeted for 190.
Dang. And that's across like all sorts of different areas, right?
Yes. So Charlotte, North Carolina, Denver, Colorado, St. Louis, Missouri, and Stamford, Connecticut.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Miss Megan. I'm going to come back to you later.
Awesome.
You'll see her on campus a lot. David.
What's up, everybody?
So, David, tell the viewers what you do here at Spectrum.
So I am the military liaison. So I spent 10 years in the Army. Got out last year. I'm actually a student veteran. So I go to Liberty University and I graduate this May. But I've been with Spectrum for about 6 months. And I help hire the military personnel that are either getting ready to separate or maybe have already separated from the military. So I travel all over the United States, going to military bases and universities and talk with the student veterans and military career fairs.
Nice. So when you say hiring student veterans, is that across like all sorts of different disciplines and specific areas within Spectrum?
Yeah, so we have different 9 lines of business throughout the whole organization. So we can find anywhere from our field technicians to project managers, program managers, IT, you name it, we'll find a spot for you.
Nice. And so is there, do you guys have ERGs, employee resource groups here at Spectrum?
We do. We have a very large VRG right now with our company. We have a little over 10,000 veterans within our organization. So
nice.
Definitely a way we can get you plugged in.
Well, I'm working on getting him on campus right now too with the student veterans. So keep an eye out for David. We will have him on campus and you'll probably see him later today. We're really just hanging out today. So it's really toss up where we're going to be later. But just be sure you follow. And then last but not least, Miss Ashley.
Hey guys.
Really sporting some Spectrum blue today.
Yeah, we're matching.
We are. We're like twinsies. I like it. I'm here for the party.
This is like this color works great on me.
It does. It looks really good on you. I like it. Okay. This tends to happen whenever I'm doing these lives, but can you tell everybody what you do for Spectrum, and then I'm gonna ask you a few questions.
Sure. So I'm the University Relations Talent Lead, so I help connect our university to great talent and students like yourselves. See you guys watching. Hey. And so what I do is I actually kind of gather our team together, make sure we have the right people. We bring you the managers, the people that are actually out working here in Spectrum. We bring them to campus so you can meet them, so they can talk about the work that they do within the organization. I also partner with Megan, as she said earlier. We actually lead the internship program. So during the summer, you'll be working with our team. 20% of the time you spend with us, we're working with professional development sessions. We're doing cross-functional group projects. One of my favorite professional development sessions is branding and our dining etiquette, because I get a great meal at the dining Family Etiquette.
Yes.
It's a really nice, amazing 5-star restaurant, and we have an awesome time. We have an awesome time while learning what you do while you're at a professional dinner, a business dinner. So,
which is actually really hard. We have an etiquette dinner that we do for students, and I had to help one time, and students were asking me questions like, "What do I do with my roll?" And I was like, "I don't know. Eat it. Like I don't know how you butter it and all that." Yeah.
What I learned is like you never saw your knife. Right? Who
Didn't
knew?
know that.
Like
I used to cut with my fork. I grew up in the sticks where I cut with my fork and not a knife at all.
Yeah, so I was taking the bread and I was like, well, how do I not saw through the bread? And she was like, just cut gently. So I cut gently and I got through the bread. It was amazing. I'm a bread person, so.
So when you're doing the professional development with students, and I think that's something students really look for a lot of the times from data that we've seen, is students want to see the investment in them. So when you're talking about the professional development, once an employee starts here, are there other things that maybe they do past, initial intake and all that fun stuff? Do they offer employee development?
Absolutely. So one great thing that we have is we have a library of what we call computer-based training. So you can go online if there's a skill set that you need access to. You want to learn a little bit more about Excel. You want to learn a little bit more about something that's happening within the department that you're actually going to be in. You can go to our learning-based system. And you can type in some keywords, and there will be some skill sets that'll come up to help you kind of hone in those skills. So absolutely, we do an amazing job just making sure we target our professional development sessions specifically to our interns, really to help them transition from coming from campus to corporate. And so that's what our internship professional development sessions are focused on.
Awesome. That was Ashley being awesome. Okay, you should see them later today. But now I'm actually about to meet two people that I've never met before either. So, hey, I'm Matthew.
I'm Austin McNeil.
Nice to meet you.
Chase Romano.
Chase. We talked on email.
Yeah.
So, are you both alums?
Yep. Yes.
Oh, look at there. We got two UNCC alums. Oh, she's behind the scenes. So, two UNCC alumni. So, tell us. So, your name, major, and what year you graduated.
So, Chase Romano. I was a mathematics major. I actually went into teaching high school for a couple years, did math and computer science, and then after teaching, want to try out the corporate life and got here at Spectrum as a data analyst. So I'm on the DQM team, which is data quality management. We just manage all the data and make sure it's good, processed in all the data, make sure it's all reporting correctly and all that stuff.
And what's funny is a lot of people don't realize that mathematics falls underneath liberal arts and science and the College of Business. See? Class, always, liberal arts and science is where it's at. How are you, man?
I'm good. My name's Austin McNeil. I graduated from Charlotte in fall of 2018, and my major was marketing analytics with a minor in operations supply chain management. So I kind of got a mix of marketing and MIS and data-related classes while I was there. And my internship before I came to Spectrum was kind of data involved, and that kind of opened the door up for me here. And I've been here for a year now, and I work for the enterprise sales team as a business intelligence analyst. So a lot of SQL, a lot of MicroStrategy, and those types of applications. And it's been awesome to be, a part of kind of a young group in our team, because there's not too many people there that are young as us. So a lot of knowledge to be passed down, and it's an awesome industry to be in, an awesome company to work for.
My team specifically, I know we have 3 of us that were undergrad alum, and then I'm currently in the data science and business analytics master's program, the DSBA program, and there's 3 of us in that currently just on my team. So Spectrum's really good about supporting higher education, and if you want to go back to school, they're really good about that stuff. So.
Oh, cool. And so tell me, I hear data analysts a lot. I know students hear it a lot. UNC Charlotte just started the data analytics school.
The data science.
Data science. Yes. Okay, so I'm not anywhere in that world. I just know employers ask for it. So what is being a data analyst? What does that look like here at Spectrum, day to day?
Just like Austin said, I do a lot of SQL, just coding SQL to kind of just build reports out to help the business teams analyze their data. So the SQL for me is more pulling the reports and designing them to catch data quality issues and then reporting that to the teams when they need it.
And one thing to be mindful of, I guess, as a student coming out of college, that's, if you want to be a data analyst, there are many types of roles within the data analyst position. So kind of really doing some research and figuring out what kind of analyst that you want to be. For example, my business intelligence analyst role is more of along the lines of requirements gathering and putting together reports for the business and helping our developers, stay on track with that for accuracy and other various reasons and stuff. So the term business analyst and data analyst is a very, very much an umbrella term. So
Very broad.
Yeah, it is very broad. So.
Oh, I know how you feel. I was a communication major, and they're just like, communication. I'm like, well, what is that? It's very broad. But I mean, it's good to know. Like, and I think students need to know that sometimes that, like, it's not always a straight and narrow path. It's not always something that even jumps out at you because they might hear, Spectrum, and they might think, well, what can I do with Spectrum? They might not realize that data is something that's very much used in their day-to-day and the way Spectrum succeeds.
Yeah.
Cool. We will talk to these guys later on today, and be sure to follow on because we're gonna go around for a little tour. And this is gonna be on YouTube after, so keep a check out. Say bye, everybody. Bye. Behind the scenes. Matt again, and we are back here at the Spectrum campus here in Charlotte. And behind me, you will see this cool little nifty patent wall. And we're gonna have Miss Ashley come in and talk with us to tell us, Ashley, what is a patent wall? What is this whole thing we're looking at?
Yeah, so the wonderful thing about the work that we do with our employees here, they have the opportunity to create. And so some of the projects that they work on really do give them the opportunity to get those ideas patented. And so they go through the United States patent, and they get that project patent with a patent number.
Oh, nice.
And so here you will see many of the patents that we have from employees at Spectrum. Their work is being displayed. This is, again, not all of them. We have many patents across the organization, but this is just a display of what some of those are. And then on the video screens, we just have some of our executives who are coming across talking about some of the patents that are now live and active here at Spectrum.
And what building are we in right now here on the campus?
Yeah, so we're in our IT building. So if you are an intern with IT or you have a full-time role with IT, this is primarily where most of those teams sit at the Charlotte campus.
Nice. And so when you're hiring for like IT types of roles, so will every IT person who, like, I guess as an intern or as a full-time, if they work at Spectrum, they would be in this building, right?
That is correct. They could be in this building of 7800. I just saw something flash on the screen. We have over 6 million plus patents issued since 1970. So that's a lot of patents. Yeah, that's a lot of patents that is out there. So.
And when you're looking at IT, and David, if you want to come in here, I want to talk to you guys. As we're talking about recruitment, and you're talking about IT. IT is a really big industry. There's a lot of students. So what is like some tips for if a student's interested in working in IT as an intern or full-time role here at Spectrum? Resume tips, interview tips, anything like that?
Yeah, I would definitely say that sometimes as an intern you think, well, I've never had a job working in that application. I've never had a job working in that program. That's okay. When you use your resume to highlight the coursework that you've done, to talk about things that you've done outside of the classroom. So maybe you and a group of friends are working on a project together. Highlight that in your resume. Be able to talk to it so that the hiring managers, when they see that, they can start asking questions about, hey, what is this that you put here? Like, tell me more about that project. Even if it's not work related, but it does relate back to the experience that you had on the application or in the
Nice.
Yeah, definitely. I would say don't fabricate your resume. Just because you've touched it doesn't mean you're an expert on it. So if you have something on your resume, make sure you're ready to talk about it because, as a recruiter and hiring managers, they're going to know what have you actually done with that technology. So be ready to talk about that as well.
And as student vets, I think sometimes like when they're coming back and they go through TAPS and those types of things, what are some maybe common issues you've seen if a student wants to go into tech or any role from transitioning from the military into a civilian role? Maybe a couple tips on that resume that they can take with them.
Yeah, so definitely when your resume, military, you got a lot of different military terminology, a lot of lingo. Take that out. If you were a squad leader or team leader, you want to maybe transfer that to a manager or supervisor level. Put it more in civilian terminology, so that way when we pass it to our actual recruiters, they can translate everything that you've done. That's the big piece on your resume right there. So
nice, totally. So thank you guys for giving us an intro to some patent. Make sure you guys check out Hire Niner for roles that Spectrum is currently hiring for. Also, check out this Thursday at 5:30.
5:30.
Yes, we'll be at the University University Career Center holding our Spectrum Night, where we'll have a panel and then a networking event afterwards. There will be a lot of people from Spectrum, alums there from Spectrum to talk more about roles, all that fun stuff. But yeah, we will see you there. Have a great day. Keep it awesome. Bye.
Bye.
See you.